Hello and welcome back to the Notebook Nerd. This is Jeremy. I figured since today is the National Fountain Pen Day, we would do a review and chat on one of my favorite fountain pens, and that's going to be the Lamy Safari. This is often called an entry-level pen. I definitely agree with that, as it's an easy writer. It comes in, I don't even know the number of the amount of colors and editions and things like that. That's why the prices on these will range from $20 to $50, depending on what it's made of, and if there's like a limited edition. This one is just called Mango. I don't believe it's a limited edition. I think you can still get this one. I got it in a fine nib. I'm just using a Rhodia desk pad just for test out the, and I've only ever used the Lamy blue cartridges in this one, just because I love the way it looks. The Lamy blue just is like a really vibrant blue. That's what the cartridges look like, ink cartridges. It comes in a pack of 5. It does also, the pen, when I ordered it, came with a cartridge converter. So if you wanted to add your own ink in there, this one, I got to clean this one out, because I had this one in a different pen. But yeah, you can put whatever ink you want in there. This one is probably my favorite fountain pen that I own. Now, I don't have a massive collection, but the collection I do have, I have a handful of really well-made Chinese fountain pens. I have a couple of these Safaris in various nib sizes. But this one is, I don't know, been my favorite. It's one of the first ones that I got that wasn't a gift. What I like about the Lamy Safari is, you can not write with it for a couple of weeks, and I can just, take a writer. Like, I haven't written it with at least a few days, and it'll just write, right away. I don't have any hard starts or anything like that. So it's, and they usually always say Lamy on the side. They have a distinctive little clip. You can get these in, like I said, different colors. Sometimes the body's a different color. Sometimes the clip is a different color. They do come with a triangular grip section. That could be a point of contention for some people. I personally love it. I wish more fountain pens had this triangular grip section. It just makes the pen, at least for me, maybe just because I'm a lefty, just so comfortable to hold. It's just easier to kind of control the pen, at least for me when I'm writing it. The prices, this one I want to say was about $25. I've seen them as high as $50, and as low as, if you find one on sale, $20 or so. It's definitely been a long favorite. It's pretty rare that I don't have this one inked up. Again, I usually just use the Lamy blue, just because it's one of my favorite colors. And again, I'm using the Rhodia desk pad, which I guess is or dot pad. If you've never used any Rhodia products, they have really almost luxurious paper. This is a bright white paper, with their dot grid on it. A lot of their notebooks, especially what they call their web notebooks, will come with a cream colored paper, but it's still the same, very almost delicious writing experience on the Rhodia paper. That's one of those things, if you kind of love it or you hate it. But I've used several Rhodia notebooks and Rhodia products, and this one is, I've been through several of these. This one I haven't gotten too much into. Usually when I'm, this one actually was a gift from Samantha, my partner on the Unfinished Notebook podcast, because she knew that I ran out of my last one. In honor of National Fountain Pen Day, I thought it'd be fun to just do a pen. I technically kind of did a notebook too. But this is, again, one of my favorite pens. Usually I get an extra fine just because, you know, it'll dry a little faster and me not smearing it with my hand. But I just like the way the fine looks on this one. I definitely recommend this either as a gift, you know, for someone that's into this stuff, or, you know, somebody who wants to get started. This is a good entry-level fountain pen where it's not too pricey, but it still has a good premium quality. You know, the plastic is nice and thick. I've never had any issues with it breaking or anything. So, yeah, this has been the Lamy Safari, the mango color. And if there's anything in the future you guys want me to cover, I noticed also recently that I got to 200 subscribers, which is just insane to me. I didn't think anyone would really watch any of these, and you know, I'm glad that people seem to like it. It kind of inspires me to keep going and continue, and I appreciate, you know, the comments and the feedback, and if you know, you have a product that, you know, might be obscure or something that's your favorite that I haven't talked about, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.